Man, hard to start, man. Early morning, man. Top of the morning. It's the real top of the morning. If y'all can see my eyes, this because we had to
Hey,
get
your
up
shit, you look
early
fucking
this
good, champion.
morning and record for my man Fiance, man. Y'all welcome back, Curt. We call him Fiance, aka Champ, man. You know, he called himself Fiance. We didn't make that up. You know what I mean?
Nah, I said I'm the
He
Beyonce. I said I'm the Beyonce of the three, and these niggas made up Beyonce.
You got the ring. You the only one with
I jumped off
the
and went
main league.
solo.
Yeah.
Went the ring on you niggas.
But you the only one with a ring in the main league. Now let's get it straight
That's
though.
why I said that. Yeah.
Look, hard to start league that we started this year is gonna be nice. Like we got competition there. But the reason we started this podcast is because of the AOB league. You feel me? So we can never lose sight that we always are mentioning the AOB league, and we say that only the rings count in that league. But we're gonna change that up because this hard to start league is gonna be serious, and that ring is gonna count. Mark, you better win.
Okay.
We got what's up, Guccini?
Top of it, man.
Man, what time is it? We've been up since 6:50.
You niggas been texting for like a good hour.
Hey, look, just what you do. I don't promote gun violence. This is actually 49ers. You know what I mean? This isn't a gun and a 40, you know, just because y'all can't see the whole thing. Gotta let you know, man. We promote. But yeah, this is the early morning special, man. Rise and grind. We're going to get into that top 11 through 20 running backs. Hey, matter of fact, we got a surprise, right? So we had to bump some people out of our top 10. Somebody getting bumped out. And we want to know, and I'm sure the viewers want to know who, because of the news about Clyde Edwards and the Chiefs. What we doing?
Yeah.
Who y'all bumping?
You bumping?
You got it?
Who you bumping?
Who, me or who you talking to,
JD? Y'all, let me know. Start it off.
I mean, I had Clyde Edwards in my top 10 anyways. I had him at 10.
So one thing to get straight for me is I try to tell people when I'm doing my ranking, it's based on value. So top 10, you drafted him in the top 15 picks?
That's about
before the news. Before the news.
10 running back, number 10 running back, probably like third round to me.
Well, you are the king. You get Chiefs running backs in the third round.
Kareem Hunt, rookie year, third round. Y'all was talking about me.
Third round. I can't forget that.
So he in my top 10 just off that alone. We'll talk about this other dude. Like my favorite rookie running back is DeAndre Swift, though. But I got Edwards top 10 just because he with Andy Reid. He with the Chiefs.
Lions, bro. And they run game.
It is.
They did show that they tried to give Kerryon the workload.
They tried to run the ball last year. They was in the top 15 in rushing the ball. Detroit ain't been top 15 in rushing attempts in years. So they trying to get the ball.
In the pass league, that might not be saying too much with 32 teams.
Every team that ran the ball, every team in the playoffs last year was top 15 in rushing attempts, except for the Chiefs and the Saints. And you know, you can see why they don't need to run the ball.
Let me know to you, man. Let me know.
So, it's a passing league, but you still need to control the line of scrimmage. You still need to run the ball to win the games.
What was that stat you was telling me the other day, Curt? You said something about the Chiefs running backs and scoring when Mahomes was quarterback or something. They scored like, or somebody else was telling me it was like maybe 1.5 times a game, the running back.
I don't know if that was me, but I got a stat that I saw. The starting running back for Andy Reid has been the RB1 every year in fantasy 13 to 16 years. And last year was one year it wasn't because it was a committee. And I think it said 09 or something like that. I think Deuce Staley got hurt or something like that. Or maybe it wasn't Deuce. He wasn't with Philly then. I don't remember who it was. But basically grab Andy Reid's number one guy. You got to get him. He a top 10 back.
And the biggest news is Damian opting out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what bumped him up.
They still got Darryl around there, but, you know, we know.
Yeah.
You know. What you think, JD?
I just put him up to my 8, you know, and dropped everybody else down one slot. It was Joe Mixon was my 8, you know, with the word that, you know, Damian Williams is gone, bro, for the season. That boy's ready to go. I'm the one that has said the shit on shout out to Bogart and the GMM, man. I think I said that shit on the show, bro. Real talk about the 1.5, 1.4 when Mahomes is starting, the running back position does score that many times per game. Over a 16-game season, that's 16 touchdowns, a little bit even more. You know what I mean?
So you said
that's
they score a little
right
bit over
there.
once a game?
Say that again.
They score over a little bit over once a game?
With Mahomes being the starting quarterback, the running back position has scored 1.4, 1.5 times per game.
Yeah.
The day that Damian opted out, I heard that right before we went on the show.
And 13 out of 16 seasons. Hey, look, lock him in. See, my only thing is where you drafting him. You know what I mean? Third round, that's out. You top of the second with it, he your first player off the board. Or you grabbing him in the first. JD sounded like he was gonna do it in the first, to be honest.
I would.
That's
I've done it before.
Champions.
I swung the fence before on the first round pick.
That's
on a rookie running back a couple of times. Hit with C-Mac rookie year. Hit with Saquon his rookie year. You know what I mean? You know, shit happens. So I'm definitely feeling the pick. You know what I mean? It just, depends on what type of draft I'm in. You know, we've been invited to a 2-quarterback league, super flex. You know what I mean? So he's gonna get pushed down. But in a 12-team redraft 1 quarterback, I might take that chance on everything.
Well, see, look, Matt, let me say this. Well, not let me say this. Curt, run through your top 10 real quick since you didn't make the top 10 running back show.
CMC, Zeke, Barkley, Henry 4, Kamara 5, Dalvin Cook 6, Nick Chubb 7, Joe Mixon 8, Aaron Jones 9, Edwards 10.
And that's crazy that we actually have who you had at 7?
Chubb.
Yeah, everybody kind of was like, yeah, you got him that high, and I had him about 7 or 8.
I could have went higher. I think Dalvin
could have went higher.
Stupid this year. No.
Yeah.
I think Dalvin Cook. I think he just scratching the surface. I think Dalvin Cook go crazy.
Hey, JD scarred by Chubb.
Chubb was the number scoring back in the league last year.
Off of when Hunt came back and he only averaged like 10 fantasy points a game. But I say they brought in Stefanski. They gonna run that bitch. That's what. You know what I mean? Well, shit. Let's jump into that 11 through 20, man. Who y'all got started off? JD, who you got, man?
I got Todd Gurley at 12. Well, it really would be like 13 or something because I snuck Edwards in there and had to bump everybody down, you know what I mean, to be 100%. But, I got TG right there, bro.
Hey, that's who I actually would take out of my top 10 to put Clyde in because Gurley was my surprise top 10.
Y'all smart.
Opportunity. But go ahead, JD.
Yeah, I got Todd Gurley in there. My boy played 15 games last year, 76% snap share, which was 6th in the league. He scored in 10 games, so it wasn't really no bust season for him. Four 2 TD games out of them 10 games. You know what I mean? That's big. That's putting up numbers for you on a weekly basis, bruh. Them is big boom games. 223 carries, which was 17th in the league. He stayed on the field, Brad. Where he was unlucky at was them 857 yards, you know what I mean? But other than that, 59 red zone touches, that was 3rd in the league, bro. It don't get no better than that. And in the situation that he's going into is way better than what the Rams is doing over there, bro. So the opportunity is going to be there for him to boom a whole lot harder than what he did last year, and that's why I got him at my 12.
Yeah, I'm high on Gurley. What you think, Curt?
Yeah, same thing. You say he was 17 in carries. I looked at the whole touches. He was 12th in touches, and he number 1 in red zone carries since 2018. So he's still getting touches. Like, I don't know. We had high expectations of Gurley. I know that, but it ain't like he had a solid year. He has a good year for a lot of running backs. So he just wasn't the number 1 fantasy player like he was the year before. But I like Gurley.
The touchdowns are what saved him from not a total. But see, we go back to value. The problem with people grabbing Gurley is that where they grabbed him at last year. You know what I mean? It let him down for grabbing him. But this year, you'll be able to get value with Gurley because he's going, JD.
As of right now, he's going at the 212. I went on the fantasy calculator and looking at some of the ADPs right now. He's going at the 212. That ain't too bad right now.
Yeah, he's still going 2nd round.
JD's saying in the 2nd round. I'm saying if somebody had balls, the whole league would have to have balls and try to get him in the third, but everybody don't draft the same. You know what I mean? But I think the opportunity is there for sure. We talk about him getting unlucky with getting lucky with his TD saving his fantasy season last year. Well, this year he's gonna be walking into touchdowns. He might be getting a breather on the side, and they like earlier, get up out of there. He's in there. You know what I mean? That's that. And I used to watch a lot of Falcons games because I feel like I always got their players on my team, and and they struggle in the red zone. That was always a knock on Julio. You don't get enough touchdowns. Like if you watch them in the red zone, they just always look like, what should we do? Should we get you know what I mean? When you for somebody like Gurley, it's like you're up in there. You know what I mean? And that's what we paid him for. So even if the yards ain't there, we know the catch is going to be there. And like you said, the situation, Atlanta produced a top 10 running back every year, no matter who it is. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's a good one. He would definitely slip to my 11 if I throw Clyde in there for sure.
That was your 11?
No, well, he was in my top 10, but my first running back today is Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Today is Aaron Jones. That's shit. I hate the fact how they always try to force Jamal Williams to get a lot of carries last year. That was frustrating having Aaron Jones, even though he finished as the number 2 running back. But I still think
hard on Aaron Jones.
Still think he get close to 1,000 yards, about 950. He's not getting as many TDs as he had, I don't think, but you could still give him 10 great season. 400 yards in the air, 50 catches. I'll take him. Give me some Aaron Jones for sure. Number 11, 12 spot.
I feel it. No, I got Aaron Jones at my 13, so 60%, 62% of the snap share. So a lot of what the argument on him going in right now is the timeshare. Them drafting AJ Dillon, Jamal Williams still being there. But when I got to digging a little bit more, like I said, 62% snap share. With all the numbers that he did, it shows that he was able to do that with a limited sample size, splitting the row. So even with them bringing AJ Dillon in and still having Jamal Williams, with him doing what he did on that sample size right there, it shows to me that he's still gonna be able to get the ball no matter what. You know what I mean? 236 touches, bro. That's 15th in the league on only 62% of the snap share. You know what I mean? He was getting the ball. 44 red zone touches, 11th in the league. That's where he was eating at too. You know what I mean? And then what he was bringing to the receiving game, 474 yards, that was 8th in the league. You know what I mean? And he hit for a stack, bruh. He's worth it to me. You know what I mean? As I got to digging, on one show, I might have been a little down on him, but once I started doing a little bit more homework on him, even though the TDs might regress, 16 on the ground, 3 on the in the air, 11, 10 total TDs give me the same stats that he's bringing right now, even though he's, going at the 206. If he slide down just a little bit, I think I might jump on that train, bruh.
Over Miles Sanders?
No, not over Miles Sanders.
100%.
And I know why you did that, but it's okay.
Why I do that?
100%.
Why I do that? Because we was in the group chat, y'all. We got a group chat.
Aaron Jones is that boy. He just said it all right there, and how he's not in the top 10 in some people's rankings is crazy to me because of what he did. Like Jay-Z said, with the timeshare, all Aaron Jones need is 200 carries. He gonna give you first round top 10 running back value. That's why I like Aaron Jones. They got AJ Dillon. I get it. He gonna lose some touchdowns to AJ Dillon, but they 2 different type of backs. AJ Dillon like 6'2", 230 pounds. Yeah. He ain't on the same type of time Aaron Jones.
That would tell me that they grabbed him for goal line situations. If that's
I don't know why, because Aaron Jones did great in the goal line. There was a lot of picks they did that didn't make sense. So in the draft, they didn't get a receiver in the.
My thing on Miles Sanders is he's the lead dog.
Nah, he is.
He's the lead dog, and he got that to top 5 potential to go ahead and break that off on everything. It's just too much ifs, ands, and buts with Aaron Jones. Even though I just stated the numbers, I think he can even stay somewhere up in. That might be his floor. The touchdown ain't going to be his floor. That's his crescendo. Oh, my mama. Straight drafting the person off their crescendo that following year, I've got burned like that by drafting Cam
so there it is. There it is.
Year.
There it is. I mean?
No, for real. No, I'm just throwing it out. We dropping gems. I'm dropping gems.
I'm saying, so my thing is
off they high ass peak. The shit don't happen, bro.
This is their value. Hey, we need a crescendo episode. We're gonna figure out how to make a segment about that. But listen, Curt, bro, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, bro. Me and JD rarely agree, but this is a time where if I'm talking about safe, I think Miles Sanders has a way safer situation than Aaron Jones. Like, listen, bro, listen. I had Aaron Jones 2 times last year. Y'all used to tell me in the chat when Williams was getting in. Damn, they really giving the ball to Williams. Damn, they love Williams. Aaron Jones did what he did on probably less attempts than they should have been giving him, bro. He's the beast. But it's something about what they got going on over there, bro. They were forcing Jamal Williams. Look his stats up, bro. He borderline
forcing the ball to somebody. The other guy was 3rd in the league.
Bro, it was a situation.
19 touchdowns.
Bro, listen.
But look though,
he had 3 or 4 in 1 or 2 games.
Bro, you don't go to the Super Bowl without Aaron Jones. I don't understand you. You don't go to the championship without Aaron Jones, bro.
Listen, I'm with you, right? But I'm going off of how they
going off speculation.
No.
Miles Sanders ain't done what Aaron Jones is.
You don't remember we used to
be point. Let's go on.
Hey, remember you used to be saying all they used to be talking about, they really giving the ball to Jamal Williams, bro. They really giving the ball to Jamal Williams.
You say that about a lot of guys.
No, they drafted a running back in the 2nd round. You got more opportunity with Miles Sanders. And why I agree with JD. I don't believe he's scarred in this situation. For real.
I can see why.
No. It ain't that I didn't even have Aaron Jones on my team. What I'm saying is that the 19 TDs was just so out this world. It's not gonna be like that. But the number, if we take away the TDs, the production that he had on the field is worth, and I don't know if it's worth the 206. That's what I'm saying, bro. If he can slide down just a little bit, I'm jumping on him. But anything at the 206 and up to closer to the beginning of the 2nd round, I'm not on that. That's my only thing.
Where's Nick Chubb in y'all rating? Where Nick Chubb? Where Nick Chubb in y'all top?
I can't say it right now because he's on the 11 through 20. He wouldn't know my top 10 like yo.
You had Chubb in your top 10 off what he did last year.
I did.
Aaron Jones.
I did.
But not Aaron Jones.
I did it based on Stefanski and him getting a lot more carries and going away from Hunt as much as they did at the end of the year. That's what I go by.
Who's better, Jamal Williams or Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt.
You think Kareem Hunt not getting the ball, bro, in Cleveland?
He gonna get some, but they gonna control that ball game. They trying to win, bro.
They gonna get a ball today. Playmaker.
Got to run first coach, bro. Hey, JD, I applaud you though, bro. You just got Curt to get Aaron Jones in the 1st round. Let's go, man. Who we got there?
Stop it. If he get him at the 112, he winning.
It's the same thing. Hey, room 1.
And I'm picking him before Miles Sanders.
If that's how he's that high on him, and he's getting him right then, and that's winning. That's just like how he said Tyreek over Mike Thomas. It just depends on where you drafting at.
Hey, you get Aaron Jones in the 1st round at the 112. You'll be in room 112 at the bottom, your own suite, number 12 in the league.
Well, if you picking if you in that spot and you taking Miles Sanders over Aaron Jones,
we're
gonna take your temperature. We don't have to take your temperature.
COVID.
I'm getting Miles Sanders is at the end of the 2nd, and depending on where I'm at in the draft. That's it.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's move on, man. Who we got at?
Wait, did you say so? What? Recap that right quick.
Right, yeah.
I had 12. I had Ty Gurley at 12.
Only I'm grabbing Miles Sanders is if he's at the middle to the back of the 2nd round.
Then you don't got him ranked over Aaron Jones.
A couple, no.
Then you don't got him ranked
over.
You
don't
think because you wouldn't pick Miles
but
Sanders.
But I'm not taking Aaron Jones in the 1st half of the 2nd round. Me personally, I'm not.
Okay.
Me, I'm not. I got other guys that I'd rather have in the top 15 because essentially that's where you at.
Like who?
It's receivers I would rather have.
But that's not the question. I'm just saying.
I'm saying you asking me what I get if whatever you said. I said I want him in the back of the second round. That's how I feel about Miles Sanders. Anywhere in that middle. That's where Dalvin Cook was going last year. If they didn't reach and grab him in the first, he was going in the middle to the end of the second round. I like that spot because you coming around the bend pretty soon. And it's a lot of players in that pool that I kind of view the same. You feel me? In the top 20 players overall is players that I really, really want to get on my team. And that's how I'm going to draft as far as that goes. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. 13, I got Eckler. At 13.
On 12?
Huh?
Who was y'all 11 and 12?
Well, I threw Clyde Edwards in there in the top 10, and I bumped Gurley basically to 11. You feel me? And I could really probably say Aaron Jones over Gurley because I would rather have Aaron Jones, but Gurley's top 10 value for me is where you're getting him at in the draft. That's why he's up there.
Gotcha.
But I got Eckler at 13.
My 11 was Drake.
11 Drake?
Yeah.
I like that. He in my top 10. He was in your top 10, JD.
Yeah, I had him at 9 and then Eckler at 10.
Okay.
But I'm switching that though. I mean, you know, since I put Clyde in there, everybody bumps down from that 8th spot starting that mixing. He go to 9, then you know, so on and so forth. But I need to switch Eckler with fucking Drizzy on my mama.
You ready to put Eckler in there because of them receptions?
Eckler nice, bro. I think I might.
No.
I like Eckler.
So where we at? Did you want to jump on your 11 right quick? So that's where we fucked up at is because, like I said, since you didn't get to do the one shit, our shit bumped down a little bit because we put that dude up in there since you dropped your.
It's good. We had 12 now.
Yeah, 11 to 13 is the same range to me. We had 12,
Yeah.
11, 13. You got
good.
Drake at 11. I got Drake in my top 10, bro. The opportunity and the situation is there. I love Drake this year. He's somebody I definitely want to have. I think I would choose him over Aaron Jones and Miles Sanders, to be honest. Even though I got Miles Sanders in that rank, you know what I mean, in my top 10. Well, actually, yeah. I still like Drake's situation. It'll be a hard to draft right there, hard to start. I'll be sitting there like, oh, make a decision. And I'll be there to go with the first one that pop in my head between them. You know what I mean? But like I said, I got Eckler at that 13. Like JD said on the homie show, on the GMN Network show, them receptions, bro, 92 catches, like it's gonna be there. And I say the offense ain't gonna be the same, which is why I don't have him in my top 10. You know what I mean? The boy is strong, and he did show that with a workload he can do what he can do. But you know, it's running backs in better situations to me that I like. Like we talked about Gurley or Drake or Miles Sanders. I'd rather have them. I don't believe in Eckler as a 3-down back unless they're going to be passing to him as much as they do. Now, if the offense is going to stay the same, shit, all right. Well, I was wrong. But, you know, Phillip Rivers is gone. He's been there 20 years. How can it not change a little bit?
Right.
I think it is going to change.
No, I definitely agree with it changing a little bit. I just think that boy is going to be the focal point.
I agree.
Offensive weapon, like you said. So who y'all got at 15? Who you got at 12, Curt?
Jacobs. Top 15 running back last year, and he played 13 games. He missed 3 games. And so he going to just be a touchdown monster. Anytime they get inside the 5, it's going to Jacobs. And that's a situation that you really want to have in your RB1 is the guy who's going to get the touchdowns. Like you want to be comfortable with that. Like you said, that's why you're not comfortable with some guys because they might not get the ball inside the 5. But with the Raiders, you know who getting it. They're going to try Gruden going to run the rock, control the line of scrimmage. And, you know, if he could play all 15, 16 games, Jacob's going to be in the top 10 running back. So you'll get him at good value this year, I think. Better value than what you got him in last year.
No, I got no way it's better value. I got Jacobs in like the 5th round last year.
Did you really? I thought you reached for Jacobs last year. That's why I was saying that. I thought you got him. Okay, maybe not.
I had Julio, Mike Evans, Diggs. I actually
4th round, no?
I reached for Melvin Gordon last year. I grabbed Melvin Gordon in the 4th and then got Jacobs in the 5th. Those are my first 2 running backs off the board. Okay. But, you know, I love those rookie running backs coming on. I always keep at least one rookie that I hope is going to do his thing. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs is in my top 15. He's not up there. He's not past Eckler. Who you got right there at that spot, JD?
Well, first off, Josh Jacobs is not worth that pick. Josh Jacobs, 54% snap share, even though, like you said, he missed a couple of games. 64% opportunity share on 28 targets, bro. 20 receptions. That boy ain't no third down back. They drafted Lee Bolton. They signed Jalen Richard, which he out-targeted Josh Jacobs, bro. Josh Jacobs is going to be a first and second down back, and he going at the 112. We putting him up too high just because we think he just going, you know what I mean? No. They didn't. What the Raiders is doing right now, they showed that he's not finna be the focal point of the offense and go get him where he's going. I ain't doing it. He's in my top 11 through 20, but that's too high. Without a doubt.
So
that's
number 12 running back is third, fourth round though.
Huh?
So where is he going then though?
He's going in the first, second round, bro.
He's going on the fantasy calculator right now on as the ADPs. They had him going at the 112, bro.
Bro, he's been going in the first
112.
Bro,
that's where he's been going high, bro. I seen him going like even at the 9th spot before.
Yeah, I'm not taking him there.
I'm not taking that high, but what I'm saying is I
don't trust them mocks. Any mock that got Jacobs going 9.
Bro, it's not even about if you trust it, though. It's just about, the consistency of what people is doing. Even though
it doesn't matter if you trust it, because I don't think
Jacobs still a whole group of people.
See, the cold thing is the mocks that we've been running, these been filled up, bro. So, and motherfuckers is, even though a little bit might be smoke screen, but still though, the shit that I've been seeing and the shit that also I've been hearing about motherfuckers, how they've been feeling on this dude has been going in the first round.
And look, I'm going to say
the sample size that he put out last year, that's just too much potential or what if to go get him that high on. I'm not doing it.
Well, I'm going to say this. As a person who had him last year, I was checking on injury reports a lot. He was banged up all year. Like, first it was different. He had 2 different injuries in like back-to-back weeks. He was playing through hurt. The season was going nowhere. I could see them handing him the keys, so to speak, and being that workhorse. But I agree 1,000% with JD. I'm not taking him in the first and second. And I know I keep saying this, I only want this guy if he's at the end of the second. That's because I have a pick that's going to be coming. And for me to get Josh Jacobs, it will be another situation where it's at the end of the second, I know I'm coming to the third, and I look at the board and say, okay, I might like this dude right here, this receiver, but as a running back, Josh Jacobs not going to be there. And I'm cool with 1 out of the next 5 receivers. So let me grab him because he's a workhorse. I find value in that part. You get what I'm saying? Because after the top 12, I was telling JD this morning, after the top 20 running backs, like, whew, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
when
all
the draft comes, y'all niggas and shit is going to change. Y'all going to be looking at niggas like Josh Jacobs like, ooh, I got to get Josh Jacobs. That's a potential RB1 right there because it's slim pickings and running backs, and it's all these wide receivers going.
It's not that it's slim. It's not slim in running back who says they're going top heavy this year. You're seeing a lot of running backs getting drafted.
I'm just not taking him where he's being drafted at right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not pulling that trigger.
I want
if you look at the first round on that dude, bro. That's what I'm not gonna do.
Bro, Curt, you get Tyreek Hill in the first round, your boy. You come around to the second. You at the beginning of the second. Somebody just snagged Aaron Jones. You grabbing him right there, Josh Jacobs?
If everybody on my list before is gone, then yeah. It depends on
he's not going
everybody that is in my top 12 on my list. This is how I do my rankings, like for when we draft. This is all I'm saying to y'all. It's my top 20. So when a nigga get drafted, I'm checking him off the list. If Josh Jacobs next up in my list, number 12, that's where I'm taking him.
I could dig it, man. Who you got at that spot, JD, around that area? Wherever.
I got Chris Carson.
Heart2Start.
He was considered, man. Once I got to doing homework, bro, played 15 games. The year before that, he played 14. So the games missed is what burned people because it came probably at the wrong time. You know what I mean? But this boy We already know off the rip, Rashad Penny got hurt last year. You know what I mean? 73% snap share. That was 7th in the league. 278 carries. That's 5th in the league. 1231. That's 5th in the league, bruh. The red zone touches 43. That's 13th in the league. And the cold thing is he had 46 targets. That was 25th. So he's trying to catch the ball a little bit. You know what I mean? And then with 9 total TDs, which was 10th. Man, give me Chris Carson all day, big bro. Mr. Consistent right there. Ain't nobody behind him. I mean, well, Carlos Hyde is behind him. Carlos Hyde is behind him, without a doubt. So, you know, they did bring somebody in. But that's not threatening me. That's not threatening me at all on Chris Carson.
Miles on, that's a lot of tread on them tires.
Hey, he's a Cobalt. He's like a rental that they used to grab the dope fee rentals and just mop. That's what he is.
Yeah, that's a great analogy, bro.
Riding cars. Even when he hurt, they put him back.
Hey, they going on licks with Carson.
Hey, you keep me away from Carson. I don't even got Carson in this top 20, bro. It's crazy, JD, because I thought when we was on the episode the other day, you said he needs all those touches to get that production, and he had a lot of touchdowns. And if he don't get touchdowns, then it's scary. And I was
with all those carries, it was 4.4 yards a carry.
Yeah, he's a bulldog.
He played 15 games. That means that Seattle's a run first, even though you still got explosive weapons out there. Chris Carson is getting the ball. He had a 73% snap share. He's staying on the field, bro. Without a doubt. If he's bringing reception to the game, he's not coming off the field then.
I agree with that. If you start catching the ball.
Hey, but look, he coming off that hip injury, right? And when he coming through that hole, he getting hit with the hip that way, back, forward, front.
Fumbles. I see he had 7 fumbles.
The hip, that boy gonna be talking about.
Carlos Hyde fumbled too.
I see he had 7 fumbles.
Hyde gonna be.
There's a lot of fools that put the ball on the ground sometimes too, though.
Hyde gonna be one of the best values this year, getting him late, depending on where he go. But see, I'm gonna throw this out there right quick. This is the year to handcuff, bro. Listen. If I already got my starting lineup constructed, I'm probably gonna reach for a handcuff, depending on how good of a handcuff they are and what player I got and where I got them. If I got 2 running backs in the first 2 rounds, I need both them handcuffs because my season kind of depends on them staying healthy. And when you throw in the COVID, it's like double the chance of something happening. You know what I mean? Like,
I hear you. But the cold thing is where he's going at, he going at the 308. So depending on how you draft, either this motherfucker going to be your first running back with 2 fire-ass receivers, or he's going to be your 3rd running back with 2 top-of-the-line running backs. It depending on how you go. You know what I mean? So if he's my 3rd running back with 2 fire-ass other ones, I'm winning. Or if I got 2 fire-ass receivers and he my first one, hey, I ain't tripping, big bro.
I hope when we do this, because, I don't know if y'all mess with live drafts. It's a different monster. But I hope during the live draft, JD, you got that adapt in your mind, because if you think that you just finna get 3 running backs and then get them fire receivers that you think that's gonna be there, bro, it could be 4 people thinking like you, bro, and that's
fine. Hey, I don't have no problem. But see, when I go into the draft, I don't have no set strategy, bro. Okay. You got to watch how the dominoes fall.
You said you need all running backs. I'm just finna
jump on him because I'm finna jump on him.
You said you need all running backs.
The way the shit is going.
You said that consistently, bro, on everything we own. Zero wide receiver strategy, which don't got to be 3 running backs all in one. It could be 2-1, 2-1, 1-2-1.
However you want to do it, but that's how I feel. Especially if I got the 10th, 11, 12 pick, that means I'm getting the doubling up in the 2nd round. If he going at the 3-8, I got a shot at having 3 straight running backs.
You better start practicing that number 1 spot. Hey, we got a little draft we did. Shout out to the Smoking League. They did
Where am I picking that in that draft?
Look, they did the thing where they pick your spot, and then you get to pick what pick you want. And JD got that 11. He love it at 11, 12, boy.
But that's a cold thing. There's so many ways that I can go with that, just like any other position at the draft. You got to stay doing your homework.
You got to stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Who we got next? What? So,
13.
what number we at?
13.
13. I had Eckler. So who y'all got?
I just said mine.
Okay, so we have 14.
Sanders. Miles Sanders.
That's where you got him.
Yeah.
So you believe, you just don't believe in getting him over the players that you name. That's it.
Yeah, no, I like Miles Sanders for sure. He's gonna be the starter. He was at 4.6 yards a carry, and he threw in 50 catches. You know, but Peterson in his history, he don't got one guy that he just feed.
When the last time they kind of invested in a guy like him, though?
I mean, Miles Sanders, I mean, I feel that too, but it's kind of just like Bruce Arians with tight ends. Like, I can't, where the sound go?
Nah, you good. Well, look, we could just, I say this, Miles Sanders, we know where you got him. We ain't really got to do too much talking on that. We believe 2-1. You believe he ain't really worth it, and me and JD believe we love him. You feel me? We just going to run with that.
Yeah, I like him. I don't love him.
Yeah, the next spot I got would be my 14 is I got David Johnson. I got David Johnson over Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs is my 15. It's system. That's pretty much all I could say. And coming into a situation where they let Carlos Hyde get 1,000, bro. System. If we talk about Andy Reid, let's talk about like JD said the other day, and I'm going to quote him because he made some good points. They traded D-Hop for him. They're not going to come in and underutilize him. They're going to give him the rock. You feel me? So David Johnson can easily be up there. If we going off value, you can put him in the top 10 because you're going to be able to get him late. You feel me? He could easily be in that top 10. But if we're going off of realistic rankings, I got him up. Take my 14 back.
Damn, I ain't even got him in my top 11 to 20, bro. But I'm high on David Johnson too, though.
There's a lot of
going
people
at the three. He going at the 308 too. So him and Chris Carson is going around the same pick. So that's a toss up on everything. That's good shit right there.
That's a good little question to ask yourself, David Johnson or Carson.
I think that was on Bogart shit too, though. Wasn't that was a mix of Chris Carson, David Johnson, and somebody else?
Nah, it was Chris Carson and Montgomery.
My bad.
So who y'all got at these next spots? 14, 15.
My next one is I got Josh Jacobs next. You heard why you heard why I got him right there where I got him right there. Yeah. I just don't feel like feels he's the number a 3-down back. Excuse me. There's too many things there with Jalen Richard getting re-signed and he out targeting. You know what I mean? Lynn Bowden they drafted. I think he's out of Kentucky, and he's an offensive weapon. Nice. You know what I mean? Huh?
He's nice.
Yeah. That's it. It's just where he going is too high for me. You know what I mean? I just don't believe in him as my, Now, wait, hold on. Let me take that back. Him being my second running back off the potential, yeah, without a doubt. But
with your strategy,
my first running back, no, I can't do it.
With your strategy, a top back and then Jacobs is a good play.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, without a doubt.
For me, I really like Jacobs because I think for the Raiders to have to be good, have to have a successful season, it all relies on that guy. So I want to.
And the offensive line that they got is like a built running type offensive line. You know what I mean? That is true. I just seen him going too high, and that's my only thing, bruh. And I feel that, like, especially how in our leagues be, especially in the ALB, them running backs go heavy. And I think y'all only the really two that really be fucking with the receivers for sure on a consistent basis. That, you know what I mean? For real. The rest of the league really be on them running backs.
I just adapt, man. It's just.
I used to be a running back guy early.
Yeah.
And
y'all got at the next spot?
Switch it up, turn into a passing league. I got Gurley in the next spot for me, 14.
You know that opportunity. I got David Johnson at 14. Gurley, you got Jacobs ready, right?
Yeah.
So who you got? So let's go to real quick. Jacobs prediction. I had this written down. Give me 1,300 yards, 9 TDs, 30 catches.
Yeah. How many catches?
30, just 30. That's a solid RB. Stay healthy. You can get one of the top rushers in the league.
1,300 yards. That's eating. And it's highly likable because he only missed 3 games. And
exactly.
You know what I mean? So he had a stack, 1,100. I forgot what the exact numbers was on, 50 50-something% snap share. So he was doing it, you know, on them first and second downs, without a doubt. So the potential there is the easy one to top something on the ground.
Those numbers you got in 50s and 60s, you could just assume it's going to be more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they was just trying to preserve him.
You can boost that up for sure.
Very easy.
You got Carr. I think Carr is like a Jared Goff, where you can't lean on that dude. You got to go with the running game and pick your spots with the quarterback. You got to lean on your back.
Who y'all got at these next spots? I'm curious because we coming into that territory where it's gonna be some guys left out. You know what I mean? He already got David Johnson in his 20. Who y'all got at the 15, 16? I only say 15, 16 because we've been having the same players. You know what I mean? Who y'all got?
Go ahead.
I got James Conner at 16. I think he's going to be a great value if you're able to get him. We can't forget that he's a year removed from having a great season and a very, very, very efficient touchdown getter. You know what I mean? That boy can score.
I didn't mean to cut you off because I got him at 19. He actually had more TDs and less fumbles than he did last year, the year where he had a good-ass year where he had 900 rushing yards, 500 receiving yards. So I agree with you. I like Conner this year too.
Just a year removed from, you know, last year was a bad year. Even the year before he got hurt, but he trying to get that money, man. Let's not forget what he did. You know what I mean? If you could bank on David Johnson, you know, I would take James Conner over probably David Johnson. If, you know, it'd be that hard to draft because both situations are great. I'd be happy if I can get both of them. If my number one pick is I end up getting like a Devontae Adams or one of those top receivers, then I'll be very comfortable with Conner and David Johnson as my second and third round. You know what I mean? But it would have to be in the back. Actually, I'll take that back. It would be one or the other for me. I'm not going to have both of them on the same team unless one of them's in the fourth round. I'll take that back. What y'all think about Conner, though? Besides you, Curt, what you think, JD?
He didn't make my 11 through 20 neither. Them 10 games, he was too inconsistent, bro. Them games, he had a lot of games last year, bro.
They brought in Farland, too. They still got Snell. But
I drafted, that's definitely, you know, let me look and see where he was going. You know, I just –
who you got?
I like that Pittsburgh offense this year.
Yeah, if Big Ben, you know, even Mason Rudolph, they figure something out. Who you got right there, Jay? Who you got, Curt? Who you got right there at the 16?
15, 16, or 16, 17.
Whatever, 15, 16.
Fournette and Carson.
Okay, so we could shake Carson a little bit, and we'll go to Fournette.
Fournette could be higher because what's crazy is he had 100 targets last year. He had like 99 targets or something last year.
No, it was 100. I got Fournette next to it. So go ahead. Yeah. It was 100 exactly.
That's what I'm saying. He had 100 targets.
And that was fourth in the league. That was fourth in the league at his position, bro.
It's not even that. It's just a guy so big, you don't think he's going to be a guy who catches the ball. And that was crazy to me. He could be a lot higher than 15. He was top 5 in touches inside the 5 and inside the 20. And, you know, I think
54 red zone touches. That was fourth.
Fournette crazy. He actually probably should be higher on my list. He should be higher than a guy like Miles Sanders, to be honest.
He was just unlucky with the touchdowns. That's what it was.
Hung up on Miles Sanders, including myself, because I don't know how now I'm looking at his stats. I don't see how I got him ranked over – how I got a guy like Miles Sanders ranked over Fournette, to be honest with you.
I ain't mad at that.
Man.
They both the head dogs there, though. And Miles Sanders had to – once he got the opportunity to do it, he did it.
But Fournette
they had Jordan Howard here last year. Huh?
Proven dog for years, though, Fournette.
Yeah, but he also missed games, too, though. Last year was his first year doing it the way he did it since that rookie year.
Yeah, you're right.
Miles Sanders, right when he got that go, time is go.
I got
receptions, bruh.
I got
40. On top of 800 yards and until Jordan Howard got shipped out. Bro, I'm just saying that's why I feel Miles Sanders and ain't brought nobody in, just like they ain't brought nobody in for Leonard Fournette. And 100 targets with the 76 receptions, which was fifth in the league. It shows that he can do that without a doubt.
I got Fournette at 17 and Conner at 16. I could easily put Fournette higher. I got him in a dynasty league, which I took a team over. I didn't draft that team, but I'm happy with Fournette. He's trying to get that money.
Hell yeah.
You know,
I'm happy with him too. We all got him around the same spot.
Being traded, you know what I mean? So I could definitely put him over a guy like, you know, Josh Jacobs and Connor. He could easily be in my top 15. It's just a matter of how I feel when the time comes. You know what I mean? How I want to bank my team ball. You know what I mean? This
Change this from now until draft day.
15, 16, 17, no, is very close. So look, at 18, I know y'all don't got this person.
Hold on. I only said one player.
Okay, go ahead. Who you got?
My next player is Nick Chubb.
Damn, you ain't hit Nick Chubb yet?
You scarred, bro.
Nah, it really ain't that. It's just he don't bring no PPR value. You think he gonna go for 1,500 again? For real, bro? You think he's gonna hit 1,500 yards again?
It's not about that.
What is it about? What else does he do? He don't bring no value to the PPR. Can he do it again?
It's about he can do it again. There's a lot of guys going before him that ain't done it.
Let me ask you this.
I'd rather had a guy that had done it.
If we know, let's say we had a time, a globe, the globe we used to like to say, right? And we know that Nick Chubb and OBJ are going to be the number 1A, 1B option on the team. They're going to run their team through them, right? We know this. We know Hunt is going to be the, you know, get in there, change a bag. They run them together at the same time, all that. But we know Chubb is going to get them 300+ carries again. You're not comfortable with that? Because it sounds like you going based on, you know, what happened towards the end of the year. 10 points a game when Hunt came in. But like I said, we got the globe and we saying he's going to get it and he's the number one back. How high? I got him high for that reason.
At 111, no.
Scar.
He's not bringing nothing to the PPR game, bro. They still got Kareem Hunt there, bro. That's where all that value is, at the 111. And you think he going to get the 300 carries and 1,500 yards? It's second season with OBJ out there. No, it's not going to happen, bro. He's not going to be doing that, bro. They going to click a lot more. They don't have to force feed him the ball like that no more, bro.
I don't know.
I'm not taking him that high.
Stay tuned on Heart2Start.
He can definitely be my second best player on my team.
I ain't mad at you with that. That's good shit.
Fastest running back in the league.
That bitch scarred you, bro. Hey, she scarred you. Hey, who? So look, just say this. Who y'all 15, 16, 17, since we around them numbers? Let's just say it outright. Go ahead, JD. Who you got?
I had Carson, Jacobs, Fournette, and Chubb.
Gurley, Fournette, Carson.
That's crazy.
No, Fournette, Gurley, Carson.
Jacobs, Connor, and Fournette. So at 18, JD might be the only one who got this person there. And I'm going to say this person is definitely not being drafted high enough, but that's a great thing. Raheem Mostert.
Bro, that's my 18 on my mama.
I got Mostert in there, and I'm banking on him getting more and being more so of a 3-down back, which is hard to do in the Niner offense. It's very hard, and I've been on record a lot saying I'd be scared of those Niner running backs, honestly.
Yeah, but we seen who was the most explosive running back and who was the best running back when they each got their chances throughout the season, and it was Mostert by far. He led the league in yards per carry. He led the league in most rushes of 15 yards or more. He faced 8-man boxes 32% of the time, which was 9th highest in the league. Like, he battle tested. Like, I think Mostert is the real deal. He a little on the older side for a running back, but he ain't been playing like that, so he ain't got all the miles on him. I like Mostert a lot, especially if he get that 200 touch range, it's gonna pay off for sure.
Yeah, I don't got him there just based on I was biased. You know what I mean? I'm a Niner fan to the heart. It's just that he don't bring nothing to the PPR game neither, but he's definitely in my 11 through 20. He's just not where y'all got him at. But, I can go on and on how I'm feeling him and where I would draft him at and the whole shit. You know what I mean? I said it on both the GM network where I would take him at, and I still stand on that, bro. I would take him as my third running back. Facts.
Facts. He definitely could be
On everything. I would take him as my third running back.
Too.
I would jump on him just based on everything y'all just said. But that's why I didn't put him there because I didn't want to be biased. But we all do. We watch the games, and y'all just stated everything. But I got Melvin Gordon right there, though, y'all.
Hey,
y'all got.
Before we leave Moser right quick, right? I would be comfortable with him as being my second best running back, and that would mean I got probably a different position. Maybe I went wide receiver, maybe I got a tight end, maybe I got a quarterback in the third round. You know what I mean? In my home, well, he ain't gonna go in the third round, but a quarterback or something. But with Mostert, man, it's kind of like we love to draft players that are in those high. Like if we talking wide receivers and quarterbacks, we like to draft those players that are in high offenses that do a lot in those positions. So, I mean. The 49ers, I would probably bet a lot of money that there will be a top 3 running back team in the league. So to not have a piece of that is like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Feel like you gotta have the guy you think is gonna be the most productive guy in that backfield. You gotta have him in that top 20 range to me.
Whether they just restructured his contract, so you know what I mean. They want him.
Coleman got to be there.
In a perfect world, in a perfect draft for me. I would have, two running backs in the first 3 rounds, and not in any order. A very nice receiver I like, because I know I'll be able to come back with another receiver I like, and then a guy like Mostert to probably be there around that next, 4th round, possibly. But
kind of how I'm feeling.
Curt probably won't do that, but he'll probably grab Mostert early.
That's kind of something that I would do. I kind of got the strategy of like maybe one of each, maybe a running back first, or a wide receiver, then a back, then a quarterback, and then swing around that 4th pick for my RB2. And a guy like Mostert or Connor or somebody like that might be there in that 4th round range.
So we said our 18, right? And you said Melvin Gordon, JD. Talk to me.
Yeah, or Gordon.
Oh yeah, Melvin Gordon. So we're sample size. We was just talking about Josh Jacobs, 13 games. Who else has Aaron Jones sample size? Even though Melvin Gordon didn't put up these touchdowns, but where I'm finna get to was he was still heavily involved in the offense. He had 162 carries, which was 27th in the league. A 54% opportunity share, which was 27th in the league. And that's, combining rushes with targets and all that. So he was getting fed the ball even though he missed 4 games. He had 42 receptions. That was 19th in the league on 55 targets. That's stupid efficient, bruh. With Austin Eckler that had 90-some receptions. So once Melvin Gordon came back and started to get reacclimated into the game shit, he started balling out, big bro. And he had 37 red zone touches, which was 15. He was getting the opportunities. He had 9 TDs, bro, which was 10th in the league on a limited sample size, 12 games on a holdout, bro. So you bring him into a Denver offense, which they done heavily invested on the offensive line and drafted nothing but offense. The only way they're going to keep up with KC is they got to keep going, bro. You talking about he can't run, he hit the hose, fucked up, whatnot. But nigga, excuse my language, but what it is on them 55 targets with the 42 receptions with a young quarterback, he bring that value, bro. That's why I got him right there. Go ahead.
Man. Go ahead, Curt. Melvin Gordon ain't even in my top 20.
I like Gordon, but he ain't in my top 20.
Not even in my top 20, bro. I'm be honest.
I like Lindsey a lot too. I think it's gonna be a 50-50 type thing with them.
And everything you just
but the cool thing is you said 50-50. The every number that I just gave you was 50-50, and he's hovering around, top 20 running back, and where he's going at the 311. Without a doubt, he can go him even harder.
If you going 3 running backs in the first 3 rounds, you grabbing him as your 3rd round pick?
As my 3rd running back, yes.
3rd round pick.
As my 3rd running back, yes.
No, because if you say your 3rd running back, you might have a wide receiver that went somewhere. So I'm saying in the 3rd round.
At the 311, where he going? I'll take him right there, right now. At the 311.
Good luck, right. Bro. You just drafted a timeshare.
It's okay. He produces on a timeshare. What are you talking about?
I hear them numbers, but you saying a whole different offense, bro. That's all my thing.
A whole different offense where they brought him in. They paid to bring him in. And the main thing they really probably want him to do is catch the ball. Lindsey and Royce Freeman can't do that. He's proven that.
Lindsey can catch the ball.
Lindsey ain't catching the ball like that.
Not throwing it to their running backs a lot. That's not their offense. So again,
that's why they brought Melvin Gordon in, because the other running backs can't do it. Pat Shurmur here now, man. It's a whole nother offense.
Did they bring in Melvin Gordon because they think they're about to win the Super Bowl this year? Because my thinking would be, obviously you're gonna try to compete for sure. But if I just paid this guy that is getting older, aren't I protecting my investment as well?
How old is Melvin Gordon? Melvin Gordon's only like 25 years old.
As well as seeing what I got in Lindsey, because he's in a contract year.
And Royce Freeman too, though. You got to understand, Royce Freeman he's a bust, bro. So it's a 50. If it's a 50% snap share, bro, he's produced there, bro. And he can produce. He can even go higher. That's his fucking floor right there.
Oh, hey, I just don't like him, bro. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I ain't mad at that, and I'm telling you why I like him.
He was a product of that system, and I feel like that.
Right.
Wait to see what happens.
He's in a system now where they like to feed the running backs as well. So he'd be all right, and they invested heavily in that O-line.
He's an overrated runner. They got him in the space a lot. So, I mean, if Denver is that what they going to do, then cool. But other than that,
good.
Let's
get it.
Not in the top 20. I got David Montgomery at 19.
1920.
I got David Montgomery at 19, and that's because 3.7 yards a carry, that has to improve. Like, they didn't give him the ball enough. I touched on it a little bit on my
They didn't give him the ball enough. He was like top 5 in carries.
But as I talked about,
13th in carries, 242 carries.
Hold on. As I talked about on the GMN network, every time he was in the game, you knew they were running because they would have him on first and second down. It was just stupid. It was if he's going to be a 3-down back, the way he got carries, a lot of them was towards the end of the year. He got a lot of carries a game, but not as a 3-down back. If he's in the game a lot more and it's not vanilla, we know they're running when he's in the game, then I like him to improve on that 3.7 and get more than the yards he had. Give him about maybe 40 catches. They use him a little bit more. Give him 11 TDs. That's a good running back to have for me, especially at getting him where you getting him in them drafts. Now, I feel you on the touches. He was getting touches, but it wasn't in the right way. You can say what you want, but the games I seen, it was annoying because I was trying to get him from you all year. I'm like, they got to use him better. They got to use him better. I called you about Montgomery all year because it's a buy low. They got to use him more. It was ugly. What y'all think?
I mean, he in my 11 through 20. Matter of fact, he's the B100, the 21, whatever the last one. But everything you said, I think he's gonna bounce back too. And where you getting him at is in the 4th, 5th round. Matter of fact, I could pull this shit up now, but I think he's gonna improve too. I just don't got him right there.
Yeah, I just don't know what the fuck the Bears are doing over there. The Bears offense. It's not.
Oh yeah, at the 4.8. He's going at the 4.8 right now. You know what I mean? So that ain't that bad.
Yeah, I think it depends. If you want more, it depends. Like what a guy like him or Mozart. If you want to be more safe, I say you probably go after Montgomery, because you don't know what Shanahan really gonna do with his running backs. But if you want, if you want to take a chance and really could get that higher ceiling, I think with Mozart. So that's something you have to ask yourself when it's draft time.
I think having him, if you went heavy at other positions and you got one good running back, let's say like a McCaffrey at the one spot, and then you just weren't comfortable getting them running backs that were available, or whatever you did, as your second running back, I'll be comfortable with him being my second.
Hell yeah. Or if you go three straight running backs or 3 straight wide receivers in the tight end and he's your first one, hell yeah. You stupid at all other positions, and he got that capability to be a top 15 running back, a top 20 easily, bruh. If everything goes right in that offense and it clicks a little bit more, like you said, they not being vanilla, he could definitely eat. He had the opportunity to eat.
Yeah, I think
Tyreek Cohen ain't a 3-down back.
I think he's safe no matter how good they do. Honestly,
He's a safe pick. That's a good word for that.
I'm saying no matter how good the offense is, I think he's a safe pick for sure.
He had too many games though.
Got to score though. Like they got to score. They are an NFL team. Like they have to score, and I think he'll be a big reason why they score a lot. If they do, whatever, you know what I mean. Who y'all got at 19?
I got Lev.
I got
Lev. 87% snap share. They got 5 new offensive linemen. I know ain't no offseason. That shit gonna be hard to gel, but they brought some key pieces in on that offensive line. Drafted one in the first round. I know they just let they superstar safety go, which kind of fuck up the locker room. They don't know what the fuck they doing over there. But the opportunity is key over there. Ain't nobody else over there. 87% snap share. That was 4 of 246 carries, which was 11th, even though the shit was inefficient. But what he does bring is 78 targets on 66 receptions, which that's stupid efficient. And where he going at, he could have that solid floor to where he gonna get you that 12 to 13, 10 to 13 points as your flex player. You know what I mean? And so if he do boom and they get a little bit better on that offense, that shit could be pushed up. But as of where he going at, I like Le'Veon Bell for sure, bro, on everything.
Well, he's at my 20, so he's right there. And I struggled. Well, I didn't struggle to put him in the 20 because after 20 to me, it's like rookies and who's going to be a better rookie. You know what I mean? But Le'Veon Bell for me would be a desperate pick. And I say desperate because it would be a situation where I wouldn't have no running backs like that. I wouldn't want him to be my third player off the board. Like, hands down, I don't want him there. You know what I mean? But give me him in the fourth.
As the third player?
My
I don't think he's getting drafted as the third player on your team, though.
Bro, if he's my third player on my whole roster, I don't want him.
He's not gonna be. He's probably gonna be like.
I don't think he's going where that's at.
He's going late, but people value running backs. So when we talk about 20 and we talk about 12, a 12-team league, 3 rounds is 36. Out of 36 players, he could very easily well be in there when we talking about.
That's just like all these motherfuckers, though. It's just how a person likes a person, though.
He's going
how
in
you
the
feeling
fourth,
this player? That's all that is.
In the 4th or 5th round, he's my desperate pick because I went heavy at another position. If I got 2 running backs, I don't want him to be my third one. I'll take him as my third if I got 2 fire receivers because I grabbed him earlier. You know, whatever positions we talking about, tight ends, maybe a QB. I'll be fine with him at my flex, but him as my second running back, I will be heavy at other positions for sure. He's not a guy.
Without a doubt.
Not a guy.
I agree with that, and that's why I got him right there.
Yeah, he's not a guy I'm targeting, but like how we just said with David Montgomery, him being your second running back on a heavy team, other positions, I'm cool with that. Because I had him last year in Asher in your league. I traded for him actually because I felt like 12 to 14 points was what I was going to get from him for sure.
Consistent, and that's what he does. And the cool thing is the run game was inconsistent, but yet, you know, Sam Darnold wasn't there. You know, I mean, it was a whole bunch of variables, but there's a highly likable chance that offense can slightly improve. And he's going to be one of the main factors why the offense slightly improves. And where you getting him at is value. Huh?
Everything is just bad over there. Gase is bad. Darnold is bad. Their receivers is bad.
He's another guy that was a product of the system, bro, to me. Unless he was in a better system right now. The system he's in now.
It ain't nothing to do with Lev Bell. I feel like Lev Bell's going to opt out and just fuck with the rap for a year.
Yeah.
Hell no.
And be like, let's get it cracking.
And he was getting drafted in the first round last year.
Lev Bell looked like he was tight. He got his
people that wanted Lev Bell last year and drafted him, them is the ones that scored because he went in the second round last year.
Yeah, for sure.
He did. On everything. And I got record of some of y'all saying, "Oh, I wanted Le'Veon Bell last year." No, my mama at the draft, I got record of y'all saying it's a few y'all.
Yeah. It's not a Le'Veon Bell thing. It's a Jets.
I laughed when MJD drafted him in the second where he drafted him.
And I ain't talk. I mean, he took him, but it's a few other people that I heard that said they wanted.
I might be on camera laughing when he picked him at that spot.
He's on camera saying something.
That's probably there. But
yeah, but that's just some other shit, you know.
We gotta wrap this up, right? But Curt, who's your 1920?
1920 is Connor. We talked about Connor, you know, and I think he's gonna have a bounce back year. That offense, it should be way better this year. And my 20 is another rookie. Because rookies always hit. It's always a couple rookies that hit.
Right.
I said earlier, this is my favorite rookie. He's just not in the best situation, but it's Swift. The next star, the next Georgia back that's gonna be a star, Gurley, Chubb. You know, he gonna be the next guy. They got a dog. They had 400 team rushing attempts last year. The Lions trying to run the ball. Sam Bradford, or not Sam Bradford, I don't know what I call him. Matt Stafford, he ain't getting any younger. So they're going to try to run that rock, especially in that division. Control the clock, keep the Packers, keep the Vikings off the field, things like that. I like Swift a lot this year.
Hey, man, my 20 was Monster, so I ain't got to talk about my 20th, and I'm feeling Swift, you know what I mean? You know, he would be on the next if we do another ranking show, he would be, you know, high up there.
Swift, freshman year at Georgia.
Yeah, Swift was behind Chubb and Sonny Michel. You know what I mean? At one point, so his second order came
freshman year.
And he seasoned a little bit. But what I was gonna say is, in the rookie running backs, Swift would definitely be the second running back out of the rookies that I would want after Clyde. But my third is for sure maybe a tie with Jonathan Taylor and Dobbins.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor would be my second.
Him and Dobbins would be like right there. And you
really want to run the ball.
Those would be more so the three running backs that I would want to pop for me, because y'all know how I do when I usually get the rookie running backs, and it would be one of those three for sure. Well, we kind of close there, but man, hey. Last year, we didn't do it like this. You know what I mean? We definitely did a beginning show, but we just previewed everything. But the way we're breaking it down now, I can't wait to see how this season pan out, whether a lot of these players are on our team or not, because we're going to go back and fact check this.
Circle back.
Yeah, off top. And like I said, Raheem Mostert was my 20th, so I don't know if y'all said y'all 20th. But shit.
Swift was my 20th.
Okay.
Bell to close it out. We in there. You know what I mean? Hey, man, look, hard to start another episode, man, with the running backs. We're going to come back with y'all next week with the mock draft. We do every week, and just keep rocking how we rocking. Definitely be guests, having a couple appearances on a couple other shows, as well as getting some people on here. So that's how we rocking. Any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Definitely shout outs, man. Off top, man. Jay the Fantasy Football Plug. Tap in with him on Instagram, man, wherever you get your podcast at. Kev Banks, Complicated Kai, Chris Picks, the whole fellas over at Piggy Bank Picks. You know, them the dudes off top, cooking up dope over there. Draft with Red Zone on Instagram. Matter of fact, you go check draftwithredzone.com. Go look at his draft kit. He got rings and things, all types of shit, man. Definitely tap in with him. My boy Bogart Scott over at the G&M Network. Shout out to him for having us on his shit, man. Y'all go look at that shit on YouTube, man. We running numbers up over there. It was a true motherfucking great time over there that we had, definitely. And then the last one is Mock Draft Central, my dog, man. You know, whenever he jumps on with us and running mocks, he be running it up with us, helping us see how these motherfucking dominoes are shaking, man. And salute to everybody else that I fucking miss, man. Next time I ain't gonna forget, you know what I mean? Sometimes that happy be flowing, you know how it be. Nigga be forgetting sometimes, but, you know, there it is there, man. Y'all tap into what we doing. We surely appreciate it, man, off top.
So.
All right, man. Hard to start. We coming back at y'all next week, man. ASAP.
Yeah.